if StreamYard actually works for me. Is this live? Can people hear and see my face? Is this a thing? Hey, my dad's here. For everyone wondering, this should work. That's my dad. Can you hear me? Are we getting sound, audio, all of the above? I hope so. Let's see. It says I have 0 viewers, but I see people in chat, so I don't know if that's accurate or not. I hope so. Sound and audio. We don't have sound. Is that what someone's telling me right now? I just saw a thing. We can hear you. Good. Okay, you can hear me. Thank you. I trust Potato. I trust him more than most people I know in real life. I'm not a very trusting man. Everything's all good. Thank you, Alex, and I appreciate how active you've been in the community recently. It's been good. Honestly, the entire reason I've jumped on over to StreamYard, not Streamlabs, is because I can do this and just grab someone and be like, bam. And AJ, I hear you too, right? You're on my screen. And Potato, oh bam, you should be. Oh man, how's everybody doing? How's everyone doing? I am having a very relaxed Sunday. I'm just writing a little bit of a script for a video, taking it easy, having a good time. And then I realized I hit 150K while I was on the phone with my dad, or I got really close while I was on the phone with my dad. And it was just a nice little milestone right there, right? And I figured, hey, let's share the moment with the community. My cadence is weird right now, right? I need to change up that cadence. Why am I talking like that? Oh man, reading Fires of Heaven, Bruce. Love hearing that. Fires of Heaven is fantastic. Probably one of my favorite Wheel of Time videos or books. Jesus, wow. Man, can you tell us the weekend that I'm tired? Oh man. What kind of mic do you use in your videos? It is a Scarlett USB Rode mic, which is available online. It's a bit of a pricey boy, but when it comes to sound quality, I find that to be more important for videos than actual video quality. I would rather have a 720p video with outstanding audio than a 4K video with bad audio. In terms of viewership, all that stuff, totally true. That's what matters. And you have Gandalf in your profile picture here. So absolutely, you need to have that Gandalf voice coming through. I don't know why I'm assuming you're actually Gandalf, but Grow with the Flow matches Gandalf to me. You're getting 10K faster and faster. This is actually not the fastest I've gotten 10K. It actually has been really up and down, but that's just like the normal cycle of channel growth. Is you have people who just kind of go up and down, up and down. And I think there was 1 month where I literally got 20K in a month, and that was absolutely bonkers to see. Man, did I miss a super chat? I feel like I missed a super chat. Oh, here it is. Bam! More like Wheel of Lime. Let's get some margs going. That is the worst, best joke I've heard in a minute. What did my dad do earlier on the phone that actually made me laugh because of how dad jokey it was? I can't remember, but my dad pulled a dad joke earlier that was outstanding. Oh, my Lord. Okay, hold up. So we have Michael Lowry coming in here again with the insanity chat, saying "caught you again, fist bump." All right, I'll do this. Here we go. Is that a good fist bump back? Do I stop now? Thank you, Michael. That's wow. Appreciate it immensely, and I hope your day and life and world and universe and being is doing outstanding. Can you tell I'm drinking tea? I get very. Thank you, Michael. Seriously, that's unreal. You're amazing, and I appreciate you. Yeah, fantastic. Thank you. I don't know what to say because you didn't really ask much, but I appreciate you coming through and throwing down some support for the channel. I see a couple more questions. Let's see. Hello, Daniel. Thank you for getting me into the Wheel of Time and Brandon Sanderson. You've opened a new door of reading, and don't stop there, my man. Spooky Pencil, keep going, keep exploring, keep expanding. I cannot stress that enough. Do not let just me be your driving force of what you read. I do think I have some good recommendations, but always be expanding. Always be learning and going outside the box. Never sit in an echo chamber of one community. That is something I stress all the time. Been here since 13K. That's amazing. I'm always happy to hear that. I'm always afraid like I've had a complete turnover of audience and like my 10K audience is gone, but I know for a fact there's some people still around, so that's great. That's heartwarming. From Kevin, how's Furies of Calderon going? Codex Alera in my top 5 all time. I hope you continue all the way. I'm going to be honest. It's good, but I'm not blown away right now. I'm not going crazy out of my mind for it, but I expect it could get better, and I'm overall still enjoying it. Still enjoying it. I've heard it gets better, so I'm ready for that for sure. From Potato, oh man, Potato, you've made potatoes my favorite food. Congrats on 150K. I finally finished the Cosmere a few days ago. Now I'm on to Lightbringer. If you're drinking tea, what kind is it? First of all, thank you for the 15. And you also look like a rather perfectly ripe potato in that image. You are one attractive potato, my friend. I am drinking peach ginger tea, which is my favorite tea of all time. It's a brand you can pick up at Target. Very good. What I do, I'm going to give you detail here. I just take a big pot and I just put a gallon or so of water in it, and I heat it to a boil. I put 3 tea bags in for 4 minutes, pull them on out, and then I just put that in a like a little, you know what I'm talking about, the word I can't think of. Put that in the fridge, and then whenever I want tea, I just grab from there, heat it up, add some honey, and I'm good for like the week. And I've completely cut out soda and juice. I'm gonna die as a result. Man, we're gonna see me die. What has it been with me coughing on live streams recently? All right, thoughts on Terry Pratchett and or Discworld. I'm holding off on Discworld videos because I'm still debating on whether or not I want to read more of them. I really, 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 really love Discworld where I left off, and I ended on such a high note that I'm not sure if I want to push through the last ones. But man, did I love them overall. One thing I think is underappreciated about Discworld, and maybe I'm not super hooked into the fan base, so I don't know if this is appreciated or not, but I don't see it brought up a lot, is that I'm going to die talking about Discworld. It has one of the most interesting fantasy worlds ever made. And I don't just mean the absurdist sense that everyone talks about, but it is a legitimately fleshed out fantasy world as well, in a way that a lot of other fantasy worlds strive to be. Wow, I'm actually going to die. Moving on. Oh, man. Sorry, guys. Saw your tweet about having trouble getting into manga. Okay. Recommend Berserk 1997 anime crossover as the Golden Arc, and I got into manga after I seen it. You obviously did. I think, didn't I include in that tweet that I was having trouble because of Berserk? I tried to get further in the manga, just didn't love it. So I think manga just may not be entirely for me. But I appreciate the 5, and I get what you're saying. And I promise I'll give it another go eventually. But I'm gonna be real with y'all. I just don't think manga might be my cup of tea. Okay, God, that was, oh God. I'm thrown off by the fact that I feel like I have a tea bomb in my throat. Oh man. Let's see. Didn't I tell you that Westworld 2 was so bad? I didn't hate it. It just didn't live up to what I expected from Westworld. But everyone is telling me that season 3 is outstanding. So I really can't wait to check that out as well, especially because Aaron Paul's involved, and I'm a big Aaron Paul fan. But thank you for the 40, whatever currency that is. I'm going to say it's sensible, and I appreciate you very much. But yeah, Westworld season 2 was not on the level I was expecting, but it wasn't awful or like, you know, the worst TV ever. I don't think they ever could make anything that's that bad for sure, because, you know, it's Westworld and they've set a pretty high bar for themselves. Oh man, I need to get through some of these. Okay, hold up. Any advice for starting a booktube? Yes, let your enthusiasm show above all else. Be genuine and let your actual, you know, personality be important. I'm about to start Wheel of Time next week after I finish my reread of Return of the King. Looking for a quick palate cleanser in between. Any suggestions? Kings of the Wild. Just absolutely outside the ballpark for fantasy and a wonderful way to go for just something a bit different. Really, really recommend that to a lot of people. It's so much fun, and definitely a palate cleanser with those 2 epics. Congrats on 150K. Love your channel. Thank you, April, so much, and thank you for the 10. That means a lot. Yeah, I've now reached a number so big, right? Like I can't visualize 150,000 anything. Like, I can visualize it written on a board, 150,000, but I can't like even comprehend this number. It's surreal, and I just kind of roll with the flow and try not to even process it because you can't. You can't. So you think we'll get another real-time cast? Oh, I doubt it. I don't think we're gonna get any real-time news for a while. I feel really bad for the people who I thought we were going to announce something related to the show when Dusty Wheel and I were putting out our video. We had a lot of people who were like, "Oh, they're going to be releasing like some news," and I was like, "No, no, we're not releasing news. We're doing very much so not news." Mendel Horvitz, thank you so much for the 10. Been here since 15K and just joined the Discord. Awesome. Can we get a vid of you trying to move all your books from one apartment to another? Congrats. I just packed up one of my shelves. So the black shelf is actually already packed. So that video, a little bit too late. Sorry. I had a bad anxiety day, and I was like, I need to do something productive. So I just packed a whole shelf, which took surprisingly more time because I was trying to be very like Tetris-y about it, like super fit them all into boxes. So there's 3 boxes that have like half of that worth of bookshelf in them, which I think is pretty cool. But I could do like I'll do a live stream when I restack my shelf at the place I move in. How about that? How about I do a live stream restacking with you guys? That sounds good. And you can help me figure out how to lay it out so it'll look the best on camera. That'll be a lot of fun. Thank you. That's a good idea, Mendel. And thank you for suggesting that. That's a good idea. I like that a lot. I like that a lot. You're a man of brilliance. Okay. Fantasy fight to death. Kelsier versus Gavin Guile. Who wins? That's a good question. Gavin, I can't spoilers, but we have a Mistborn versus a Prism. I'm going to go ahead and just say Gavin. I think Gavin has more impressive feats, and his output is so ludicrous because that's like the point of his character. I'm assuming with these people at their peaks, and his output is unreal. He basically just has very few limits, so I'm going to give it to him for that reason, but I'm very open to other counters because I can definitely see Gavin's or Kelsier's enhancements coming into play there. Congrats. Thank you. I appreciate it. From Sign Phoenix. What? Oh, wow. My bad. My girlfriend wants to start fantasy. What's a good series or book for her to start with? I think the general consensus right now is like the best modern to start with is probably Mistborn. But if you want something outside there and you want something more classic, I'm a big touter of Tigana now from Guy Gavriel K. Or if she wants something a bit more grittier, which I could totally see the appeal for, then I would go with Red Sisters. There's 3 suggestions right there. Red Way of Kings, Karl Urban should play Dalinar. Huh. That's a good pick. I would have never thought of that in a million years. Get out. If people know she's mad at me for the tea thing, sorry, man. Sorry, it was pretty awful, I'm going to admit, but I liked it. I liked it a lot. Yeah, Karl Urban wouldn't be bad for Dalinar. Actually, after his performance in The Boys, I actually respect him. Oh, no, and God, he's done so many good things. He was in Band of Brothers, wasn't he? Yeah, Karl Urban's great. He's a good actor who needs more roles. Congrats, mate. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate it. And you're a beautiful human being. You're all, as Yoda would say, luminous beings to me. Let's see. Oh, God. Sorry, even Streamlabs does not keep me up to date with these chats very well. Hey, saw you like stories with sailing. I do. I love boats. About pirates. If you want a TV show about pirates and amazing theming, you should check out Black Sails. I've had a lot of people recommend Black Sails to me, as well as Vikings, and I'll probably do one or the other sooner rather than later. But I've been watching a decent amount of TV recently. I'm going to be honest. I also just watch a lot of trash TV to like cleanse my brain. Like after I do thick reading for like 12 hours, I need something that's just garbage for my mind. So I'll just throw on Shark Tank for like 10 episodes in a row. Did not pay attention like at all, but it's just like dumb for my brain to just clean it out. I don't know why I need that. Dusty Wheel's here. Hey, Dusty Wheel. Oh, and this is how I knew you're here. And thank you for being here. You are responsible for my fastest blow up video ever. And if you guys are not subscribed to Dusty Wheel, check it out. Especially if you're a Wheel of Time fan. I thought I'm going to twist Matt's arm and make him do a non-Wheel of Time content with me down the road someday. From the Gandalf again. Sorry, what lav mic do you use? Also green screen. The green screen is the one that you pull up. If you go on Amazon and just do like pull up green screen. It's this one that's in a little tube that you can just whoop up, and it's the easiest thing in the world to set up. It costs like $200 though, so it's pretty pink. And then the lav mic is a Rode. Well, Pips just ruined it, so I ordered another one. But it's a Rode. Oh man, you know what, man? I'm gonna do. I'll do a video about all my equipment, and I'll have that up within like a week, and that way you guys can just go through and see everything. There you go. People have been asking me to do that for ages, so I'm just gonna take this as a sign of like, it's time for me to do it. Hey, fantastic book viewer, keep it up. Thank you, Ethan. I really appreciate it. You have glasses that I had. I think very close anyway. We have similar glasses taste. Next time I'm getting glasses, I'm gonna hit you up. Not really, but that's cool. But I appreciate the support, man. Thank you so much. These are the glasses. Okay, so just to clarify, people always wonder like, why am I wearing glasses sometimes and sometimes not? These are just for blue light because I get migraines from looking at screens too long. Figured that out when I was a software engineer. So if you don't know this, and you should, these glasses, what they do is they take the light that causes your eyes to really hurt after looking at screens and filters out a lot of it, so it's not as bad for you. Oh, my lav mic's right here. If you want to see what my lav mic looks like, there. This used to have a pop filter on it, but Pips stopped that. Yeah, that's my lav mic. Yeah, so I actually really recommend blue light glasses for people who are constantly straining their eyes. They help me quite a bit. It's not pseudoscience. It's a real thing. It's like backed up by real science. Have you played Hollow Knight? No, but I've heard amazing things about it, and I want to check it out. That and Cuphead are two games in that style I really, really, really want to see. Good question. Congrats, Green Daniel. On this occasion, name a random book, and I will read it. Keep in mind, it should be random. Random book. First thing that jumps out to me. Okay, I haven't even read it. I haven't even read it yet, but this just popped out to me. There you go. A Crown for Cold Silver, Alex Marshall. Haven't read it, but now you absolutely 100% must read this. And there's no way you can get out of this. If you try and get out of this, the whole community will find you. Okay? But you now have to read A Crown for Cold Silver by Alex Marshall. There you go. Anyone wants to do that again, I will do that for as many people as they want. I will pick random books, and you can get recommendations in that way all day. All day. The Dusty Wheel. I'm gonna make you do non-Wheel of Time videos with me. I want to know your thoughts on Cosmere. I want to know your thoughts on Lord of the Rings. Are you a Sword of Truth fan? We're gonna find out. All right. Let's see. Best Kit Kat flavors. There's multiple flavors of Kit Kat. Oh yeah. I've seen that. They have like green tea and stuff. I've never had one, so I can't say. I can't pick. I've only had regular, so I'll have to say regular. And I'm sorry to disappoint you. Hey Dan, any plans on exploring Indian mythology? Yes, I've mentioned this. I have a whole list of Indian fantasy books I need to get into. I just have not yet because my entire life is being recommended things and desperately trying to get through some of them. But I will have at least one by the end of the year, at least. You understand, guys, it takes time to read books. So that is on the. Thank you, Siva. I hope I'm saying that right. I like that name. I hope I'm saying that right. I say I like everyone's name, but I really like that name. Siva's a good name. I might put that name in my book. I like that name a lot. By the way, when can we expect Attack on Titan Season 2 review? Have you decided what anime you will cover after Attack on Titan? From your reaction to Attack on Titan, I recommend Vinland Saga. Season 2 I'm going to take my time with. A couple weeks probably, maybe more. I don't like rushing through things. I did for a while on the channel just to try and get content out there. I realized how miserable it made me, so I don't want to do that. And the one after that, I've had a whole lot of people recommend Hunter x Hunter, but I have a guy who I know through gaming who is very, very into anime, and I trust his recommendations, so I'm probably going to go straight to him and just say, hey, these are what people have been suggesting, and should I do one of them, or should I do something else? And we'll go that way, So, yeah, there will be a Season 2 and Season 3 review. I might combine them, might not, depends on how I'm feeling. I never want to limit myself creatively, Ashley Stockton. Been watching for a couple of weeks. Welcome. I hope you're enjoying the content. I hope you aren't going too far back to the older videos because they are the worst thing ever. Reading Mistborn this weekend because of your Rex. Read a lot of David Eddings as a teen. Was curious if you have thoughts or your thoughts of them. I have actually disgracefully underread in David Eddings, and by that I mean completely not. So he is an author who's high up. I think on my TBR, he is after Iron Druid. He's after the rest of Butcher and a couple others, but he's there. He's in the top like 10 or 15 probably, which means hopefully by the end of the year, I'll be getting there. Guys, please don't ask questions that contain spoilers. I just saw one of those. That's a bad thing to do. You don't want to do that. All right, Michael Lowry, thank you so much. Okay, I can usually take every recommendation you give. My tastes align heavily with yours, but I've tried twice to start TWOL. What? Why am I blanking? TWOL. What's TW? Why am I? Okay, people are gonna be screaming at this. Why would you say at this point in a return? How far until the hooks are set? TWOL. What? Okay, I'm scrolling to the bottom. What's TWOL? What am I missing here? What? Twal. The way the words. The Wheel of Time. Oh, wait, what? The wheel? No, it's an L. It's an L. There's no L in the Wheel of Time. The Wheel of Lime. Oh, that's right. You said that. Man, I loved Wheel of Time from book 1 by a lot. But if it's not your cup of tea, then that's no harm. There's no harm, no foul, and you can absolutely move on. But I think book 4 was what turned me from just like this is a great series into this is going to be a life-changing thing for forever for me. It was that one right there. Now we have Toss the Dice. Great name. Have you ever read Terry Brooks or Anne McCaffrey? Also try Death Note for anime. I've heard Death Note gets so bad. I don't want to check it out for that reason because many people told me Death Note just tanks in quality. And I don't necessarily want to get into something that is going to have that horrible of a return because I really need my stories to end well for me to love them. I'm very biased that way, as some people would put it. Ever read The Last Unicorn? Best classic, don't at me. I have now. I should do a review of it as a whole, but it's probably one of the best kids books I've read. I read it when I was really little and didn't appreciate it, and then I recently reread it as an adult and was like, oh wait, here it is. Why am I getting this to show you? I don't know, but I am. Where did I put it? Did I pack it? I think I tried to put all my kids' book in one box because I wanted to have like a kids area on the shelf when I unpacked. So I think I packed it. Oops. But yeah, I reread it as an adult and enjoyed it. Enjoyed it quite a lot. Quite a good measure there, my good man. Now we have from Jake Smith. Thank you for getting me back into reading, especially fantasy, for fun. Good. I'm glad I'm able to do that. As an English teacher, it's been difficult to do, and you're a miracle worker. I don't know if I'm a miracle worker. That is a bold claim. But I do enjoy me some fantasy, and I'm glad I can get you back into it. That's something I'm always thrilled to hear. Excuse me. Love your videos, especially fantasy news, and please don't be a bomb. Any advice to read more focused? If you have a hard time reading, focusing when you're reading, the most common thing I see causing this is having your phone on near you. Put that on Do Not Disturb and put it across the room. That's a huge thing. I don't have any screens going, no TVs going. That is big. Every time I have someone who's like, I can't focus when I read, it's because they have their phone, like sometimes literally on the book. And I'm like, of course you can't focus in the book. You have a rectangle that can bring you the knowledge of mankind and memes and boobs. Of course it's going to be distracting. Put that away and read the book. That's the biggest piece of advice I can have. Otherwise, lighting actually plays a big role. And if you still can't focus, try working out like cardio right before you read. That can help you focus as well. Let's see. 150K, baby. That's right, Jonathan. Thank you so much. How well have you been keeping up with Brando Sando's online classes, and how have they helped improve your writing? Also finished Lord of Chaos and Going Strong. Here's the thing that's probably going to surprise people. I haven't been watching them to improve my writing that much. I find the way that Brandon approaches writing to be very different from my approach. And so his classes I don't particularly look at as things that will be good for me as a writer. I am not telling people not to use them as a resource. They are very informative classes, and I still have watched quite a few and learned a lot. But I am a very unstructured, wandering writer, and he is not. So personally, it hasn't been affecting my writing much. because that's one of the big divides in writing, right? So that for me is actually probably a surprising take there, but I'm glad you're watching them, and I think they're incredible classes. Keep up the good work, man. Pick a random book. Okay. Are you gonna read it? You better read it. Oh, you better read it. Oh, you better read it. Oh, if you don't. Okay. The whole Diary of Revelations just stuck out to me. So I'm giving you a project. I'm not giving you a book. I'm giving you a whole project. And now I think I broke my box. This book won't go back in. You have to do the Diary of Revelations. So good luck. They're good, and I recommend them. So there you go. You just got the Diary of Revelation. Boom. That's how we're doing it. Elizabeth Lynn found your channel at start of quarantine and now on book 4 of Wheel of Time. Congrats on 150K. What kind of music do you hope to see in Wheel of Time? The song The Parting Glass struck me as fitting for the strong really well and got me thinking. Can I just like throw a composer out there and just say like I want like Hans Zimmer to score? Is that a cop out? Kind of music is I want classical. I want well composed, intense orchestral vibes. But I want them to be able to lean into some more alternative things you wouldn't expect. I think having some rock influence at times for certain things could definitely pay off if done very carefully. We've seen that in movie after movie. But yeah, like obviously we could land like a John Williams. Let's go. But I would love for him to craft like Rand's theme, like he does Luke and Rey and Kylo and Han, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Yeah, that'd be my thoughts there. Let's be classical, let's be orchestral, but let's add some flair. Let's make it feel Wheel of Time. And okay, no. Actually, thank you, Elizabeth, because this is actually something I want to say. The Wheel of Time, not story spoilers, just a lore thing, is in a post-apocalyptic Earth, right? It's technically like had a sci-fi age in its past. That's not a story thing. That's just a lore thing you learn through context in the book. So there should be some sci-fi elements in the score. A little bit of that like Blade Runner 2049 vibe. Just like a little bit of that like, let's get some of that in there. I think that'd be a cool little nugget for the fans who are really paying attention. That's something I can support. Why? How did I miss this? How did I miss Noel G with 75? What's happening? Did I screw up? I might have. Still have the Millennium Falcon. I've been here since Jan 2017. Cheers from up north. Thank you so much, Nolan. I'm sorry I missed that. Apologies. And yes, I do. It's actually right here. This is the live stream of me bringing things in front of the camera like I'm a 4-year-old. Still right there. It's usually just out of frame for videos. Sorry, I almost missed that. I need to go back through and see what else I possibly missed. We have Jake. Oh no, that's still to come. That's still to come. Okay, that was the only big one I missed apparently. Sorry about that. That Streamlabs is being weird, but I do like the fact that I can display the comment. Mythrill DM, love seeing you back here. Love seeing you back. Don't be too hard on old videos. That's what hooked some of us. Part of the fun is watching the growth, development, and polish as it comes. But here's the thing. The polish doesn't come. There are still so many editing mistakes in my videos, but hey, it is what it is, and that's part of the charm, right? I've never claimed to be the most sophisticated, the most real. I'm just me, and I'm going to be me as best I can. A lot of people saying Wheel of Lime and pointing out that I forgot that joke immediately. I apologize for forgetting that joke immediately. That was my B, as the kids say, my B. Hold up. It just auto-scrolled me past all the comments again. Love it when it does that. So great. All right, got to jump to this one. I hope I didn't miss anything because it just deleted a bunch of them. And I really hate that. Hey, Daniel, I'm currently reading Malazan and love seeing people go through it the first time. Also, for anime, check out Ghost in the Shell, standalone complex. Oh, I've seen Ghost in the Shell, the movie, but I'll rewatch it. Why not? Deadly Rain, subscribed since 3K. I will say that back then I didn't like your videos, especially how I reviewed Name of the Wind then. I got back in you the last 7 months and greatly improved, bro. I'm addicted. Thank you. I'm trying to get through some of the ones that it deleted. So okay, now these ones are yet to come. Okay, I think we're good now. All right. Who would you like to see play Thomas in Powder Mage movie? I pictured Josh Brolin as him. Also, have you finished the Lucanus trilogy yet? I have not. Man, who do I picture as him? That's a good question. Josh Brolin's a good pick. I always imagined a bit even gruffer than him. I always maybe even Javier Bardem because he can just go hard. So maybe someone like that. That's a good question. One I have not heavily considered. Okay, I read that one. Hey man, love you. I love you too, Adrian. Will your next anime review be Attack on Titan Season 2 or another anime? It will be Attack on Titan Season 2. And are you planning on reading the Farseer trilogy anytime soon? That is very high on my TBR. That one, that's the one after Iron Druid I want to get to. Yeah, I just hate the name Farseer trilogy. I don't know why, I just do. But that will be coming. And yes, Attack on Titan Season 2. So read that one already. Man, Streamlabs this is weird. From William O'Leary. I'm getting a phone call from my mom. Gotta decline that. Hey, whoops. Hey, Daniel, you got me to buy multiple whole series based on your enthusiasm. Great. And your reviews you put out. This is new for me, and I have to thank you. Congrats on 150K. Thank you, William. I appreciate it. And I'm glad. I hope. Yeah, you didn't say you loved them, so I'm hoping you've enjoyed them in some capacity. You very specifically didn't say if you regret the investment. I hope they paid off for you. Thank you for the super sticker, Nathaniel. Death Note doesn't tank. It just goes from 9 out of 10 to 7, 8 out of 10 in the last 10 episodes. But the ending goes back to a 9 out of 10 in my opinion. Definitely worth it. Okay. That's good to hear. Thank you for the reaffirming. I'll ask my buddy who's got some anime experience. Congrats on 150K. New subscriber here, and I really enjoy your vids. I would recommend Ghost in the Shell for anime. Also, need more Pips. Pips is outside. I got him a new toy, and I'm just letting him play with that because I don't want to deal with him right now. He's been very scratchy today. I'm just not feeling it. But Ghost in the Shell I've seen and like, but I'll probably rewatch it because I love that. You guys, of course, need a live action movie, right? The live action movie is the best version. Just finished the Wheel of Time. Been part of my life for 10 years. Thanks for making my Wheel of Time experience even better with your channel. Also, what do I do now? I get that question a lot. Obviously, you read whatever I recommend and pull off the shelf, because this is what we're doing right now. And what I recommend as I pull off the shelf is Radio Freefall. Bam. That's what you do now, because that's the theme of what we're doing today. You didn't even ask for that one. You just got it. You just got a recommendation like that. But if you, a lot of people consider Cosmere to be the next natural step for Wheel of Time. So if you have not done that already, that is usually the way to go. Because it's Brandon Sanderson, the guy who finished its stepping off point, if you're unaware. And thank you so much for the dono. Now we have Loco Lima. Hi, Daniel. Thank you for your daily content. Gotten to Faithful and Fallen recently and loved it. Any chance you may get to it sometime down the line? There's always a chance, but I cannot tell you that it's super, 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 super high on the TBR like I can with others. Corey Hartley, do you use Campfire for a lot of your writing? Is it very helpful? Also, I'm reading Holy Sister per your review, and it's so good. Congrats on 150K. Love the channel. Can I get a random book? Okay, hold up. Campfire I use for organization. It's not exactly like, I don't use it to write the book. And I've actually not utilized the tool as much as I should. I've only used it for like surface level things. And one of the reasons I Twitch live stream me writing it, which by the way I did, using the tool was so I could learn it better and have one of the people from Campfire there to teach me. So yeah, there's a lot you can do there. Like you can make a custom language and then auto-translate things you write into that language in Campfire. That thing has tools. It's pretty impressive. And I'm really glad you're liking Red Sister. You're reading Holy Sister. Really like Holy Sister. It's awesome. It's awesome. Thank you so much for the super sticker. Much appreciated. And now we have, hey Daniel. Hey. Have you tried the Spellmonger series by Terry McCourt yet? Self-pub epic fantasy that I would love to hear your thoughts on. I've never even heard of it. But that sounds interesting. Thank you for bringing it to my attention. I love hearing about new epic self-published fantasy because that is a respectable undertaking. Network engineer here. I stare at screens 12 to 16 hours a day. Thank you for the reminder to use my blue blockers. I have been forgetting for like 3 months now and wondering about headaches. There you go. It's a very real thing. I know so many software engineers who use these now. So it's a real thing. Screens like this are not good for your eyes. Flat out, it's not. Have you read The Wars of Light? No, I have not. My favorite series after The Wheel of Time and Malazan. I have not, Dennis. But that is a high praise right there. And also, you clearly have a great taste for epic fantasy. If those are your favorite epic fantasies right there, those Those are rock solid series to be your favorite, though I'm not finished with Malazan, so I can't confidently say that. I may have just endorsed something without finishing. 420, 150K. Wow, Pretty Boy Floyd. I mean, that's nice and all, but your fave pizza is California Pizza Kitchen. That's right. California Pizza Kitchen does make the best pizza because they have thin crust, delicious, amazing pizza. It's not this deep dish garbage you get out here in the middle of the country. That's not pizza. It's soup. Ugh. No. CPK all day, every day. Fight me about it. But thank you so much for the dono, and I appreciate you. Who's your favorite character from a book? Man, you're asking these questions that are so hard. Rand al'Thor. It's gonna go Rand al'Thor. That arc, man, can't even come at that arc. Gonna go Rand al'Thor, and I can't get into spoilers. But thank you so much for the dono, Victor Mark. Wait, hold up. I want to answer this one real quick. Can you recommend any other horror author like Stephen King? Like Stephen King is hard to do, but Joe Hill, his son, writes good books. I've heard, and I also really recommend and stress people pick up the classics if they find they like Stephen King. I find there's actually a pretty big overlap there in the way he writes. So if you haven't read like I Am Legend or Bram Stoker's Dracula or Frankenstein, pick them up. They're really, really good, and the younger generation typically hasn't checked them out as much. Congrats on 150K, Daniel. If I make a new anime suggestion, Maggie, Labyrinth of Magic is pretty great. It has some childish moments, especially in season 1, but tackles some deeper stuff later on. See, that's just like the thing, man. I can't handle these like childish moments. They're such a breaker for me. I struggle with that. I'll think about it, but I need the ones that don't have those like animations in them, because those are rough for me. I just really struggle. Ryan Ratchford, good to see you back, my dude. Looking dapper as ever in that profile pic. 2 days left on dissertation. Sorry, I can't stick around. Huge congrats, mate. Congrats on you for almost being done with your dissertation. That's amazing. You deserve 150K. Feel like a parent who's followed you since 2K so long ago. I know you've been around that long. You have been here for a while. And I massively appreciate the support from you, Ryan. You're one of the OGs of the channel. Here we go from Jonathan TV. Not to be annoying. You're never annoying, Jonathan. But now that you love Attack on Titan, where does Code Geass Gauss sit on your TBR, first of all? Probably not super high, if I'm being perfectly frank here. But Jonathan, if you're endorsing it, I'll at least look into it. I will put it on I Google it after these live streams and read about it for a minute and then consider it lists, because I do that a lot after these live streams. There's usually 20 to 30 minutes after these live streams of me looking into things people said and going, maybe. And then maybe. Like 1 in 10 gets picked up from there, because, my life is recommendations. Thank you, Jonathan. If you like boat/pirate themes, you should start with Robin Hobb's second trilogy, The Live Ship Traders. Also have her Demon Cycle review in the future. Ooh, okay. I might do that. Should I jump over Farseer and go for that? I know someone who's a booktuber who's really into Hobb, and I'll ask her if that's a good move or not. No offense to anybody. It's just, I like verifying with people who I respect, that I know their tastes. You know what I mean? Hitting these milestones fast, 200K soon. Guess I'll take a random book too. All right, first thing I see. Let's see. There we go. The Federalist Papers by Alexander Hamilton. So you have some very educational reading to do. That's my recommendation, and was just kind of half sitting off the shelf there. So it popped out to me. So you're getting the Federalist Papers. I'm a politically read man. And if you want a non-political essays one, The Bard's Blade. There you go. There's another one by Brian D. Anders. Boom. There you go. Now you have 2 recommendations there. I almost just gave you homework, but I gave you an out. Let's see. Wait, was there something else? No, 200K. If I hit 200K in the next 6 months, I'll be ecstatic. I second Wars of Light and Shadow, first series where I was rooting for both sides of a conflict. Wow. Series is finishing this year too. That's actually something I'm trying to do in my writing. I'm trying to make it so that people are conflicted and not sure who to vote for, because the idea of having my own readers split and debating who's right is brilliant. I want to do that so bad. That is like author goals for me. So that's a powerful recommendation there. Oh man, that's a good way to get me thinking. How are you faring during quarantine? I'm a little insane, I think. I spend a solid 4 hours a day just staring in a mirror, laughing uncontrollably. But aside from that, I'm holding up pretty well, I think. No, I'm doing okay. I'm feeling all right. I'm feeling good. I'm getting there. And I think the largest thing is I still get to work. I'm working every day, all day, which is really helping me maintain like some semblance of sanity because there's still like structure in my life. Let's see. Hot take. I feel like much of writing rules new writers are told get broken all the time by established writers. Brandon infodumps. Martin tells his characters feel more than shows. You're entirely right. Authors are extraordinarily guilty of do as I say, not as I do. And I'm going to leave it at that because you're not wrong. You are not wrong. So many authors will talk about how they are this type of writer and writing in any other way is just not conducive to them. And then if you actually sit and watch and see how they write in their own way, they break their own rules all the time because it's a creative process, right? Of course, every day is going to be a bit different. You won't paint the same way every day. It's the same concept. That's why I just avoid talking about that. And Murphy Napier kind of took over my Dear Author series. She didn't steal it. She just happened to come up with the same idea, and so she's kind of taken that and run with it. And I already kind of didn't love that series because I was like, I'm telling people how to do something in a way when I don't believe in those kind of restrictions. So I kind of just backed away from it for that reason. So I was like, and let's let Murph run with it because she's doing a better job anyway. All right, Ethan, you should make sure Priest by Matthew Colville is on your maybe one day pile, not the donate pile. I did actually definitely not donate those. Castlevania on Netflix is pretty serious. That's actually one that I talked about with my dude, and I will bring up yet again. But yes, I have Priest, and there's the sequel as well. There's a second one, I think. Both actually right down there. So yeah, we got that for sure. From Caitlin, Irish congrats. Okay, I'm not going to try and pronounce that, but thank you. Love your country. 150K. Any Irish-inspired fantasy recs? Everything I've read must be by someone who's never visited/done research. Oh, I have. That is way too specific. I got nothing. I have absolutely nothing for an Irish-inspired recommendation. I mean, just go with the Bard's Blade. I don't know if that fits with what you're asking for or not, but just go with the Bard's Blade. Go right there. That's the way to go. Don't know why, but thank you, Caitlin. Thank you so much. And I have no idea if that's a good recommendation for what you were specifically asking for there. I hope it is. I hope. But let me know. Also, starting Leviathan Wake soon. First sci-fi. Your first? Ooh, that's a big sci-fi chunker to take on first. That'll be interesting. Oh, man. Yeah, that's a good place to start, especially if you know you like epic. That's a good way to go. I'm going to start the third book before too long here as well. Man, I am never going to catch up on these chats. All right. Mushishi is a V-good and muted anime with amazing art. Darker Studio Ghibli movie vibes. I love Studio Ghibli. Name, Tu Yit An Lui. It's okay if you get it wrong. Tu Yit An Lui. Tu Yit An Liu. Tao Yit An. I'm sorry, dude. I'm so dyslexic. It just does not work out for me. Best recommendation for Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, Attack on Titan fans. Monogatari series. Non-linear storytelling, sharp, quick dialogue, sex appeal, most Tarantino anime ever. Ooh, okay. That's pretty intense. I can dig that. I can vibe with that. I can dig that. I can certainly see that. Let's see. I think I'm almost caught up here. Almost. Congrats on 100K, Daniel. Big fan of the channel. Thank you. Any chance we could get a Stephen King or Neil Gaiman tier list? Oh, Stephen King tier list needs to happen. And Neil Gaiman, I haven't read everything by him yet, so I need to wait on that. Stephen King tier list 100% needs to be a thing. Oh, and it'll be a controversial one for me. It'll be a controversial one for sure. Oh, hell yeah. That's a good idea. Thank you. Show us your favorite book cover on your shelf. Favorite book cover. So not the spines. I can't just show you like the Wheel of Time spines and be like, that's the best. I need to find a specific cover I think is the best cover. Honestly, no. Okay, completely take out my liking of the book from the equation, right? I can't have my liking of the book come into play at all here. Yeah, I mean it's gonna be Promise of Blood. This is such a beautiful piece of art. It's stunning. I also really like this book, and it just encapsulates the atmosphere of the series. It's live like looking, but it's actually just art. And I usually don't like stuff that tries to look real, but it just is so well done. It just breaks my disliking of that general style. And it's also kind of this guy with a sword because it's man with a gun. But if you look closely, he's a guy with a gun sitting on a chair with like blood all over him. It tells a story. Outstanding cover. And hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up. This is my current phone background because I think Kings of the Wilds cover is really, really outstanding as well. I'm a big fan of Kings of the Wilds cover. It's really gorgeous. All right. Man, I'm literally taking like half my shelf down here for this video. There's a lot of books out right now. Yeah, good question. That was fun. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, moving on. Oh my God, there's so many of these to get through. Ah! All right. Okay. Intrigued by Bard that magically assumes the identity of his characters while telling the story. Check out Seven Kennings. Don't know if I'm intrigued by that, but that's an interesting way to go. Nice recommendation, maybe. I'll think about it. Love your videos. Anyway, I believe your main issue with anime is that a lot of popular stuff is directed towards young boys demographic. Yeah, that makes complete sense. That's blank, but thank you for first name, last name. So now some programming related questions. Do you prefer static or dynamic typing systems, strong or weak typing, tabs or spaces? If you use spaces, you are wrong. It is tabs. I don't have a preference for the other stuff, to be honest, though. I'm a tabs or space fighter, but no, I don't really have a strong fight for the other two here. Sorry, man, but yes. Tabs. Get your spaces out of here. I don't want little knees everywhere. I want the clear deviation. All right. Thank you for genuinely fun videos. Congratulations. Do you have any book recommendations that have a heavy environmental theme or a world taken over by fantastical flora or fauna? What is with the specificity today, guys? Okay. Environmental theme. Yeah. I mean, have you read Broken Earth? Maybe? Is that what you mean? I don't know. That's so specific. I'm not sure. Yeah, let's go with this for now. Man, a lot of sci-fi, actually. There's a lot of sci-fi that has stuff like that. Actually, you might be better off going that way. Maybe? Someone's going to come in here and be like, can you recommend a book that is exactly 732 words with a character named George? And I'm going to have to find it. All right, I think so. Is that, I don't know, man. That's a good question. I just can't think off the top of my dome like that. You guys got to remember, I have a serious case of dumb brain. And I've been fighting it my whole life. You gave me a 10. I got to find something that's like, okay, I'm looking at my sci-fi. Okay, sci-fi. Sci-fi that has environmental themes. There's a lot of that. Move, chair. All right. Thinking. Words. I'll figure it out. Nope, my brain's done. I can't. I tried really hard, and I'm sure there's a million of them in the comments already because people are smarter than me and better at remembering things, and I can't remember anything. Yeah, that's too specific. I can't. Sorry. I'm sorry, Fangled Wisdom. Local Lemon hot take. Sci-fi can be easier to get started versus fantasy in regards to setting descriptions. Fantasy can go on and on for pages, where sci-fi just say space. You're not wrong. You're entirely right. That is 100% accurate right there. Zombie Pandoso. Here, any anime recommendations? Slayer is an old anime that has everything you want. Good world building, fleshed character, not fleshed out. It is a fleshed character, and that comedy you love. Introduce me in fantasy. This introduced me in fantasy. Oh, okay. Slayers is one I haven't even heard of, so I don't know about that. Congrats on 150K. Have you ever considered doing an Audible narrator tier list? I did. I have an audiobook narrator tier list. out there. I didn't make it specifically audible, but I do have an audiobook narrator tier, or not tier list, ranking top 10 out there, which, come on, similar vibes. Code Geass is cringy, pseudo-intelligent. Ooh! Now we're going to start fights. People putting in super dodos to start fights. Oh, man. All right, let's see how that goes over. Hey, Daniel, love the recent content. I found your channel from your interview with Tim from Hello Future Me, as I was on book 2 or 3 real time. Can I get a random book? First of all, Tim is like the nicest guy, and I will be live streaming tonight with him and Murph on his channel as we live react to the Avatar The Last Airbender movie. So tune in for that. That'll be fun. I need to put that on my channel, and I'll remind people of that. Random book rec. Here we go. Yep. Okay, we're going to do this one. Nope, that's not coming out because it's kind of stuck in there and I overpacked my shelf. So I'm going to grab a different one. We're going to go with Warbreaker. You don't have to get this edition because this is rather pricey, but Warbreaker is my recommendation for you. And I think will be a nice next step. I grabbed this one because it was already kind of out a little bit. And I was like, I need to not tear my shelf down trying to get a book out. But yes, Warbreaker. The other one I almost grabbed is Peace and Turmoil by Elliot Brooks, which is packed in a little bit tightly right now. But thank you, Matthew, and I hope you're doing well. Let's see. Federalist Papers is 34 hours. What have you done to me? Seriously, though, seriously thought they were shorter, always learning new stuff in your channel. I actually have read the Federalist Papers, and they are surprisingly sassy. That is what I will tell you about the Federalist Papers. You expect them to be very, like, dry, analytical things, but there is a whole lot of just like shade being thrown, and it's amazing. I actually really enjoyed reading them. Studio Ghibli movie tier list. Is there enough for me to do a decent tier list? Yeah, there's enough. Maybe that'd be a good idea. That'd be a lot of fun. I'm sure people would be very understanding and not angry at all, because that community is known for understanding subjective opinions. But yeah, that'd be fun. That'd be fun. Where do you get your Song of Ice and Fire collection edition? Can't find them anywhere. Such a beautiful set. That is Juniper Books. The people I've had here on the channel repeatedly, never as a sponsor, always just because I really like their books. They are an outstanding company. And so if you just put in Juniper Books, A Song of Ice and Fire, I believe the whole set is like $150. But they are like rip-proof, water-resistant, like they're durable. Pretty badass set there. Congrats, 150K. And if you could have any sword from Wheel of Time in real life, which one would you choose? Specifically a sword. Tam's sword. I would want Tam's sword because of the history behind it and the fact that it's Tam's. Because I love Tam, and it's a mystery little thing that I like. Congrats, 150K! I know you said you might look into Berserk again, but maybe take a look at the 1997 anime. It does show its age, but it's little to no silly, great music, and a great VA. Not sure what you mean by VA. Visual aesthetic, maybe. But okay, I didn't. Yeah, there is an anime. I knew that. Yeah, that's a decent idea. I might go check that on out. I might go check that out here. Let's see. Tabs are easier because it's one button. I totally agree, Sarah, and everyone who does spaces is wrong. Annihilation. Told you chat would have my back. Yes. Yes. For those of you who are looking for a environmental theme one, Annihilation, 100% go that way. There we go. Excluding Mistborn, rec for female lead in story. Oh, easy. Give me a second. Give me a minute. Give me a break of that Kit Kat bar. Give me a sec. I'm building. Hold up. Okay, that's good. If you want a more YA appeal from Brandon Sanderson, Skyward. Bam, right there. If you're looking for more dark and gritty with insane character nuance and great friendships, bam, Red Sister. If you are looking for a possible corruption arc, we're not sure yet as fans, but a real look at the ramifications of war and horrors that we can inflict on each other. The Poppy War, 100%. Bam. But I think I might have more. Give me a second. Where is it? Come on. Yeah, give it here. There we go. Broken Earth. Hold up. Okay, I've yelled hold up enough, so I think that's enough. I think we're good there. There are so many books out now. I need to reorganize my entire shelf after this. Anyway, I hope that I know I talk about those books a lot, but it's because they're damn good. Have you read Sinless Ascend? No, I have not. Dune. Yeah, that was another one for those for the environment stuff out there. Daniel is too pure for Dune. What does that even mean? Here we go. Naomi King. Awesome name. Is your book going to have sex scenes? I've already written one. Obviously, your characters are all going to be virgins because we love that trope. Literally, no one is. Casual sex will be happening in my book, and if you have a problem with that, fine. But yes, I am a very big advocate for fantasy authors need to get their pearls unclutched and realize that all of history, people have been mounting each other like crazy. It's just how I'm gonna put that there. Here we go. Environmental book recommendation. Check out The Word for Word is Forest. What? Interesting. By Ursula K. Le Guin. Oh, I think I have that. Right? Why is my voice so high? I think I have that one. She's one of the best sci-fi fantasy authors ever. That I agree with. Very, very, very much so. It auto-scrolled me past like 400 people. I love when it does that, because then I have to desperately scroll. Here we go. Check out light novels, 200-page novellas that about half of all anime is based off of, i.e. Space and Wolf, a story about a merchant and a wolf harvest goddess. Interesting. Awesome. Okay. Interesting. Better bring drinks to numb the pain later tonight. That, probably. Brothers Strugatsky are best sci-fi. Prove me wrong. I will. Foundation trilogy. Conversation over. Do the characters in Malazan get better? Just finished Gardens of the Moon and found the characters the most disappointing part of the series so far. Yes, but I still struggle with them. I am still very much so struggling with them. I like them, but I do not connect with them. I think that's probably what you're talking about there. So they get better though. Erickson does find his stride there a little bit. Really enjoying your Attack on Titan, and as a dude who's watched a lot of anime, you're dead on with your criticism. A lot of that comes from being adapted from the original manga. I'm sure. I just wish they'd cut it because so much of it's not needed. Like you could just lift out that stuff and it wouldn't be a problem. But you know, it's the style and it's what the fans like. So I'm not going to say they have to do that. Hi, another new viewer here. I love seeing that. You're always welcome. No gatekeeping in this community. We all just love fantasy and love hyping each other up. How do you keep track of the series you want to read next? Do you try and finish the series before starting a new one? Sometimes. It depends how much I'm liking the series and depends how long the series is. And how do I keep track is a page in my notes app on my phone that is just the most unorganized mess of weird scribbles of why I should read certain things first you'll ever see. Completely unorganized, chaotic mess like my brain. Voice actor. Oh, my bad. My bad, guys. Hi, Daniel. Appreciate your honesty and work. Have you read anything in the Second Apocalypse series? It's an epic fantasy that I still can't tell if I like or not. Okay. Ever had an experience? Thanks. No, I haven't. And I like that this isn't a recommendation. It's like I'm struggling with it. Maybe you have some input, but I don't. I'm sorry. But I appreciate the 10 here. I bet Red Sister, I bet Poppy War, you guys were right. But I also brought in Starsight, which I absolutely think has a great female lead there, especially if you're looking for a younger one. 100%. Yeah. Let's see. Cats in fantasy tier list. No, never. How dare you? Get out of here with that. Awful. No. Okay, maybe. Probably. Nah. All right. I don't know. Hi, Daniel. I love your channel. Watching since 30K. I love to see you read the Spellmonger series. It's a mix between Harry Potter and Dresden. Dresden's already a mix of like many other fantasy things in Harry Potter. So are we just leaning closer to Harry Potter now? Maybe. I'd be down. I'm not against that. And now that it's been mentioned a few times, I'll probably add it to my TBR, which is already so dense and large that it might cause a black hole. Scientists are involved. But I'll look into it. I will genuinely look into it after the stream is over. Can I get your take on if there is anything more lurking about the spoilers? Spoilers? I think that's. Yeah, I'm sorry. I can't spoilers here. Spoilers is gonna be a problem for things like that. So thank you so much for the $5, but I can't get into things like that. Hi, Daniel. Congrats on 150K. Any books / series recommendations with happy ending that make you feel good? That's a spoiler, man. No. Happy ending, feel good. Kings of the Wild, for sure. Like, tears feel good. Let's see. Feel good endings. That's a good question right there. First Law. Go First Law. Let's see. Happy feel good. That I'm trying to avoid saying YA because I know a lot of people will probably just point you at YA stuff if you're specifically for happy ending, but you didn't say that, right? So I don't want to give you that. If I remember correctly, yeah, no, yeah, Kings of the Wild's a good happy ending one there. But if I want to go a little bit outside, oh, you know what? Screw it. Redwall. Check out Redwall. Always ending on a note where you're at least satisfied and happy in some way. And then it's YA, but it's like it treats you like you're an adult YA, which I specifically look for and enjoy. And I also have to avoid spoilers here, don't I? God, that's tricky. Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, yeah. Go with Hitchhikers. And Lightbringer. I'll throw Lightbringer in there as well. Those will be the ones I say here for now. And it just auto-scrolled me past 5,000 people. Love that. But yeah, I will say Redwall is actually just a legitimately, genuinely awesome way to go for what you're looking for. And I will never hate on Redwall. It just made it so I missed out on a bunch of comments. No, it didn't. I just scrolled too far. That was my fault. I blamed the system, and the problem was me the whole time. What have we learned today, guys? What have we learned? That I'm a flawed doofus. Hey, Daniel, I'm currently on book 2 of Lightbringer, and I'm not really into the series, but can't figure out why. Any tips on pinning down any particular book or series doesn't work for me? That's a really, really good question. I love this question. So if you want to figure out why something's not vibing with you, a piece of advice I have is to, one, always annotate while you read, even if you're not trying to do a review. It's just a good habit to get in because, it can help you remember certain things you thought at certain points in the book, which is great. But just break down the book in your head, right? And try and here's exactly what I do sometimes. Give yourself 15 points to start with and break down every category of reading you care about. So you'll have the plot, character, atmosphere, pacing, things like that. Just do as many of those categories as you can think of. And then try and assign the points until you run out of how many you go each way, the limit of 5 being the best and 1 being the worst. And see how that goes. And that'll help you realize oh, okay, this is where I'm having my problem. Because even sometimes if everything's going okay, you can see how there's a consistent weaker side of things where you're only putting 2s and 3s. There's no 1s, but you can just see yeah, these aren't going great. And I just really care about those things. That actually really helps. It's just a point system I do that is pretty great there for that specifically, for sure. Yeah, okay, moving on. Congrats on 50K. I really like the channel and you make amazing videos. Keep up the amazing work. Oh, thank you, man. I appreciate that. Congrats on 150K. Any tips or tricks for someone wanting to get into BookTube? I don't want to start off by word vomiting all over YouTube. Also, the Demon Cycle is great. I know it's on your TBR. I look forward to it. Getting started on BookTube. Start with the typical BookTube formulas and then bring in something new. I've said that before and I'll say it again, but you got to have your own angle because there's way too many BookTubers who just make the exact same videos as everybody else, and you're not going to find any real momentum or success there if you don't take off on your own some sense. Yeah, you gotta have your own path. Congrats on 150K. Hot take. Criticism of Tolkien's writing style stems from A, being succeeded by less well-written homages, limitations since the 60s, and B, people not understanding Lord of the Rings is as much literary fiction as fantasy. See, I don't want to buy into this mentality. Oh, for female book leads, also Peace and Turmoil by Elliot Brooks is a good way to go. She has a strong female protagonist who's central to most of things. That's a good way to go. Yeah, Peace and Turmoil as well. People not understanding Lord of the Rings. Yeah, I don't want to be snobbish and telling people that what they're reading now is not as well written. Because there are certainly modern authors who write in ways that are as respectable as much respectable as Tolkien wrote. I have to add so many caveats to that. You're not wrong, but I just don't want to throw my eggs in your basket right now. That's the wrong expression, but you know what I'm trying to say. That's just what I'm trying to say. Sorry, that's the best I can do for you here, because I don't want to ever be that gatekeeping dude. You know what I mean? Let's see. The Dusty Wheel! Congratulations on 50K. Inquiring minds want to know if you eat... Oh, God. If you had to eat at Taco Bell, what would it be? And seriously, California Pizza Kitchen? Yes, California Pizza Kitchen. Go in there and get their Thai chicken pizza and tell me it's not the best pizza you've ever had. God, if I had to eat at Taco Bell, their water. I would get their water and ignore everything else because Taco Bell is absolutely repugnant. I do not want to slurp down meat substitute. I hate Taco Bell. Ugh. Ugh. Oh no, I broke your brain. Sorry. So many great book suggestions. Thank you, everyone. Yeah, you guys saved it there. I'm fried. I wasn't even supposed to work today. I just happened to hit 150K today, so I was not prepped. Let's see. You make me interested in reading Wheel of Time, but there are so many books. Convince me to pick it up in one sentence. Greetings from Brazil. Okay, there's an amazing good boy. There's a pupper. There's pupper characters. Do I need to say more? Amazing pups all the way throughout. Boom. You've now been sold, and you will read it in a day. I knew it. Got you. Amanda, RN Rockwell. Is that RN for registered nurse or initials? Either way, I'm just going to applaud. Have you read The Right One in AKA Let Me In by John Javid Lindquist? I'm reading it now and loving it so far. A great vampire novel. I have not. And oh man, do I want to? I don't know. I don't like the way vampires are written so often. I don't know if I want to go on this spiel right now, this rant. But thank you for the recommendation. Thank you for the 15. I very much so appreciate it. And I will at least look into these because if the vampires are written in the way I like, there's a higher chance I might pick them up. I don't like when vampires are like, oh, they can be relatable. They're good people. No. Vampires are murderous monsters, and that's what they should be written as. Just saying. Anyway, please check out Ted Chiang's Blackfire Shooter short series, specifically stories of your life inspired by a rival movie. Most emotional short stories I've ever read. I think I've read those. At least a couple. I don't know. I know I've read something that Arrival was based off of after I watched the movie, so I think I have checked those out. My brain is so bad. Anyway, thank you so much, Elizabeth. I appreciate it. Will P.O. Box return after the move? It will. Don't worry, guys. It will. I know you want to send me weird things. I will ask that self-published authors please stop sending me your books with a very long letter that's just trying to tell me about your journey and how your book is the special book that has to be read. Because I get like 4 of those every time that I just cut out because, God, please. I get it. I appreciate it. I respect your hustle. My channel's not the way to self-promo yourself, man. It's just not the way to go. But yes, it will be returning. I also recommend War of Light and Shadow by Jenny Wirtz, a totally underrated series. Wirtz is also a contributor to r/fantasy. Oh, that's very cool. Light and Shadow by Jenny Wirtz. Okay. I'll check that out. Yeah. I've heard that one at least once or twice before. And I think it was mentioned in this stream, and I'm just bad brain. Let the Right One In. Oh, God. Yeah. Oh, this person's talking about Let the Right One In. Why am I... This is how bad my brain is. I've read Let the Right One In. Why do I have such bad dumb brain? All right. Holy moly. All right. Okay, we got through that. All right, now what's up? Wreck book with political intrigue and twists. Oh, Pillars of the Earth and At World's End. Yes. They're not fantasy. They're historical fiction, but you will love them. Total, all about strategy, moving against people, trying to deal with power. Brilliant. Pillars of the Earth, At World's End, 100%. Dusty Wheel is saying that doesn't count, and I need to go back to Ashley choosing food. Fine. I will get their plain Tostitos chips, and that is all. I will get their Tostitos chips. I will dip them in salsa I buy at the grocery store across the street, and I will eat those. Okay. Try John Gwynn. I personally love Malice. It's classic good versus evil, so you might actually enjoy his sequel series more. The morality is more correct. I am getting tired of good versus evil, if I'm being honest. I don't know, make me conflicted, make me believe in both sides a little bit. That's what I'm really starting to crave more and more, and I think why I'm enjoying the books I am more recently, because it's just, I don't know. I'm tired of the villain who just wants to burn it all to the ground and blah, 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 blah. Their motivations aren't really realized because you can't actually justify a sentient being wanting to destroy reality, and on that level. There's more limited, believable ones, but I don't know. I don't know. And I accept the challenge for non-Wheel of Time topics. Still thinking Dresden, Malazan, Cosmere, Dragonlance, other. Dude, I'm always down to talk about Dresden and Malazan and Cosmere, and I will get into Dragonlance. And we can talk other. You want to talk Taco Bell? We can do a 45-minute diving into a Taco Bell debate where you try and come up with reasons why it's digestible, and I will just show you the horrific things that it can do to someone's digestive system, and that will be a 45-minute video. That's going to happen now. All right, really happy for you and success. Keep it up. Thank you to Beastie Benster. It's good to see you back around again. It's been a minute since I've seen you here. Love it. Love seeing you. How much more Cosmere books until you preferred over Wheel of Time? Never. Never. OMG, a Taco Bell debate. LOL. Dude, let's get into it. I will show you why you're wrong. I will show you. I mean, I like Taco Bell, but if I could only choose one thing, it would be the Mountain Dew Baja Blast. Dude, come on. No. Oh, come on. No. Greetings from Germany. Hello back. How are things in Germany right now? Are you doing okay? I've heard it's probably colder there. Is it colder? It might be colder. Option 1, can you think of any character that embodies or resembles yourself? Option 2, do a little jig. A character that resembles myself? Sure. I see, I see a lot of what I hope to be in Slowhand in Kings of the Wilds, not in his physical attributes in any way, shape, or form, but his patience and understanding and extremely kind heart. I'm 100% like something I appreciate about character Slowhand from Kings of the Wild. Great dude, great, well-written character. He has his temper; he'll break you, but I like him as a person in that sense. Dusty Wheel, LOL back at you. Are you laughing at me now, Matt? You gonna fight? No. Hey there, congrats on 50K. Will you be covering Warcraft and or Star Wars books at any point? Probably not. That's just not my vibe, if I'm being honest. Glockta equals Daniel. That's just a compliment, my man. And I'm not taking that as anything but a compliment. That is 100% a compliment. He's one of the most intelligent fantasy characters ever written, for sure. Greetings from Poland. Hello. Do you guys have, like, the full spectrum of colors there? It all seems to be black and white whenever I see Poland. Not really. Hope everything's great in Poland. Hello back from Ohio in America, where I will not be living much longer. BC Mr. Damn, what did I say? I don't even remember what I said 5 minutes ago. So, greetings from Sweden. Hello back to Sweden. Oh, my insult to Poland. Yeah, I know what I did, and it's all in good fun. People understand. I'm just poking fun. Never meant to be too mean. But no, I love all countries, man. Like every country brings its own unique culture and twist, and that's just beautiful. Where am I moving to? I'm heading back home. I'm going to Virginia. I was born and raised. I miss Virginia. Wait, what's this say? No spoilers, but if you enjoy The Gray Side, the later books of The Expanse made me question, are they right? The first book made me question, are they right? I got comments on my review of the next book when I said, like, oh, I thought the villain in the first book made good points, but I hated his methods, but I think he had a good point. I got comments were like, how could you possibly think he had a good, like, he was kind of right. That's why they had to, not spoilers, it's why they did what they did, because they were like, we can't, he's kind of, damn. Like, so yeah, obviously. Okay, sorry, moving on. Also, since the Dusty Wheel is here, I want to address a continual comment that has been posted on our collab video that drives me up the wall. How many people have been commented like, all you're proving is that these people don't have to be white for it to make sense. And I'm like, yes, you listened well enough to the first 4 minutes to get our thesis, because that's all we're saying. That's literally the point of the whole 45-minute video, is that It doesn't break canon for them not to be. That is the 45-minute video's point. And people are commenting like, oh, like, maybe you're wrong because all you're saying is they don't have to be. I'm like, that was why we were saying it. Man, I don't know. Yeah. Are you ever going to do spoiler reviews? I think there are enough people who care more about your opinion than just contents of the book. I watch your reviews just to hear what you think. Yes, especially for certain books that I feel more driven to. Honestly, just right now, I've been so disappointed with book reviews performance in general that I'm just having to like cut down on them because like, you know, I got to keep my algorithm health up. And so it's like, I need to not do as many book reviews, which is sad. I love doing them, but they don't do that well views wise. Caliban's war review hasn't even hit 15K views, and that's really bad for me. Like, wow, bad. So that's yeah, there's just things like that that kind of suck. That just kind of sucks. After watching your Attack on Titan review and your Fullmetal Alchemist review, I'm curious to see how you feel about anime JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. I have heard that is for like hardcore anime fans only, so I am very hesitant to get into that one. Hey, that's pretty great for the internet. Accomplished. Hey, you're right. We're getting people to at least recognize that they were wrong in some fashion, Matt. So you're right. And I am legitimately impressed by the number of people who have commented being like, you changed my mind. And I always respect people, immensely respect people who are willing to admit like, yeah, you're right. I was kind of wrong, and I still don't love the casting, but you were right. And those people, like, I'm not saying you have to love the casting. Matt and I were even texting about that before the video went out. We're like, we don't think people have to love the casting. We're just trying to prove that it doesn't break things. Hey, Daniel. Hey, your avatar photo is kind of weird. Moving on. He would definitely hate JoJo. See? People are coming back and representing strong here for me not to do it. Which is better, JavaScript or TypeScript? TypeScript exponentially so. No question, 100%. Yeah, and Python all the way. If you're using anything else besides Python for your backend, you're crazy. But yeah, TypeScript for front end and Python for back end. I was debating my last boss frequently because he likes C#, and I was like, man, you just don't know the beauty of Python. You just don't know. You don't know. Can we talk for 40 minutes about software engineering? Because I think that, yeah, Python for the win. Absolutely. I mean, if you just want proof that Python should just be the default back-end coding language now, even things like TypeScript, which is a front-end thing, have articles being written where they're like, yeah, they're taking notes from the way Python's running, which is crazy. And also I've seen so much stuff about how like everything that's being done for AI now is being done in Python because it's just perfect for it. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, no book reviews. No, yeah, this guy does not want book reviews. There you go. Python. See, software engineers know what's up. We know what's up. Python all day, every day. And also React JS is a magnificent creation. Yeah, I can't stand Python. Well, guess what? Can't stand you. Get out. Unsub. No, I'm kidding. Oh man, see, I'm a passionate fellow. Okay, let's see. Python for security and machine learning. I'm a Python for everything. Get out of here. Get out. Get out. Man, I did not know I had this many software engineers in the crowd. Where have you all been? Okay, I like it. Found the channel a month ago and love watching your stuff. I can't wait for my library to reopen so I can read your recommendations. Thankfully, I got all of Scott Lynch before it closed. Hope you do a Virginia meetup. Man, meetups scare me so much, a lot, but they could be something in the future of the channel. Yeah, my library closed too. I normally donate to the library, but I donated this time to Goodwill because they're the ones taking donations. But yeah, I hope my library, well, I'm not going to be able, wow, I'm never going to be able to go back to the library I went to because it's not going to reopen by the time I move. Ah, I love that library. It's one of the best I've ever had near me, and it's so close. That sucks. Well, hopefully there's a good one in Richmond, Virginia. If you guys know of good bookstores and libraries in Richmond, Virginia, by chance, there's 1,010 of you, so maybe one of you will. That would be fantastic. Yeah, Python. Yeah, see? We know what's up. What? Okay. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure is insane. It's coming from anime fan, but has interesting fight scenes. Okay. I can appreciate that. I can take that under my my noggin. Python is love. I have saved literal days of cloning / config work on clusters with Python scripting. Exactly. Python, it is what all, yeah, okay. Any company that's like, we don't know if we should upgrade, you should. It's just going to save you time in the long run. Or not upgrade, what terminology? It's been like a year since I've coded now, so give me some slack. Hey Daniel, I'm writing my first fantasy / sci-fi novel and love your author interviews. Keep up what you're doing. Also, can I get a book recommendation? Yes, you can. Random grabbing. Okay, random grabbing resulted in. So I gave someone the Federalist Papers. I'm giving you this one, The Adventures of the Princess and Mr. Whiffle by Patrick Rothfuss. You can actually say it's wonderful. Like, this is probably my favorite kids read ever. It's brilliant. Really enjoy it. A lot of fun. Definitely worth your time. There you go. There you go. I got you guys back. Last book I cried to. Last book I cried to might have been Kings of the Wild? Not Kings of the Wild, the follow-up. No. I didn't cry there. I was just really sad. I don't know. That's a good question. When was the last time I cried in a book? You have to understand that I don't feel things very much. I don't know. That's a good question. I can't honestly think of one recently. Not recent. I haven't cried recently for a book. Good question. Good question. It's a 150K live stream, guys. So that means I need to go for 150 minutes. Not really. Dear God, I would die. Plan 32 was great. Hope you expand that story and can't wait for the book. Oh, man, I appreciate that. I plan on putting out my second Magic System video very soon. So I'll keep an eye out there. But I do feel the need to wrap this up soon. We'll be going for an hour and a half. I massively appreciate this. I'm definitely using StreamYard again because this was really cool. Being able to pull up these videos or pull up these comments, and you guys are so much fun. Thank you so much for being a part of this community and helping me continue to literally work my dream job every day. And you've made my life go from working in an industry that was killing me to now I'm literally every day doing my favorite thing. So you all have made my life a fantastic place. Like and subscribe if you have not already. Hit the Patreon if you want to support what I do here. And have a good one, y'all. Peace. And I think that's how you end the broadcast now.